34.
This is Matthew 10 and verse 34.
Yeah, that's
Think
good.
not that I've come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace but a sword.
Read on.
But I am come to set a man at against variance against his father.
Right.
And
So
his
you see
daughter
there
against
also
his mother.
you're going to find enemy raised up in there. Right? Because what? When you are programmed and a bring forth, them could have some different things in their mind.
Yeah.
Read.
Against his father and the daughter against her mother.
So the son and the father have a loggerhead. Read.
And a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Right.
And a man's foes shall be
There
of his own household.
So the Lord said, I think we come here to set peace, man.
Come
Here to
that's
bring
sword.
a sword, man. The Lord deal with division. The Lord is a man of war.
Yes, man, the Bible tell you.
Right? Because at the end of the day, man, I read, get me Isaiah chapter 42, verse 13.
Isaiah 42
Verse 13.
and 13. The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war.
So you see, the Lord go forth as a mighty man. What do you say the children of Israel play ball with the Gawayam, the heathen them? Right? And what the Lord do, man? Read on.
He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war.
So after they lose the match, what you see happen? The whole place stood down upon the tree, young man, right? The Lord stir up that jealousy as a mighty man of war, read?
He shall cry, ye roar. He shall prevail against his enemy.
He shall prevail against his enemy, because all of the rest of people are not Israelites. Them hate you and them hate the Lord. Right? Read.
That is true, that is true.
Read.
I have long time holding my peace.
Yeah, the Lord said, I have long time holding my peace like me not exist. Read.
I have been still
Right?
and refrained myself.
Right?
Now will I cry like a travailing woman.
So you know when a woman have baby, man, you know, once you hold on for your hand, so you know, so you brought that in there. Right? Read.
I will destroy and devour at once.
Another day I get my brother, yeah?
man,
Another
take
day,
care of
respect,
yourself,
man.
man.
Bless him.
Yo, brother, Andrew, I make you come up on the stage now.
Hello.
No?
Hello. My
Hello.
son said today is not feeling very well.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
we are going to bring up our brother, Mighty Benjamin, to come bring out some scripture in the name of Yahawashi, and shine truth and sincerity, you know, because we're there and we're there for each other. So, Andrew, without further ado, Mighty Benjamin, step up.
Shalom. Kwame yasharahla. First of all, we want to give all praises, call halal, Yahawah, bahasham, Mashiach, Malak, Yahawashi. That's all praises to the Most High God in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world calls Jesus Christ. Hey, we're only here for a particular set of people. If you go to the book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6, go to the book of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3, to Hosea 4 verse 6 and Isaiah 1 verse 3. We have a particular priority. We hear people say it in churches, we hear people say it around the world when quoting the scriptures to the Jew first and then to the Gentile, or to the Jew first and then to the Greek. Hey man, what you saying? You believe in the Bible?
Bro, you can have a conversation all day, bro.
It doesn't need to be a long conversation, bro, unless you want it to be dragged out.
I want these guys to grow up and have them, let them believe what they want to believe. But obviously, I'm not trying to blacklist them.
No, that's cool. Yeah, because we're not in any form of religion, by the way. We don't believe in religion.
I'll catch up.
We're not in any form of religion, by the way.
Listen.
Yeah,
No, I had that, but the spiritual energies and that. Obviously, I had it.
What did you hear? I haven't said anything yet.
Cool. This was the biggest manipulation of mankind, isn't it?
That's right.
And
Sorry,
then
what country you from, by the way? Just
Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, so obviously this limits. I feel like we should use to manipulate and keep the class, our classes in.
Right, cool. So someone go to Psalms 83 verse 1. See, what you just said is actually in the Bible. It's actually done on
I won't
purpose.
be surprised, but I feel like religion in general, I feel like you can have a relationship with God, but people taking advantage of the relationship you can have with God and try to use it in their own way.
You bring up Psalms 83 verse 1, and you bring out John 14 verse 3. Listen to this, with what you just said.
Not thou silence, O God,
Jump to verse 2. Go straight to 2.
Verse 2, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up thy head.
Hold on. Let the man pass. Man, them are out, man. So much about anyway. Watching the game or something?
Yeah.
Pre-season, man. Last week, man. Yeah, so
Psalm 83 verse 2, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
So this is basically speaking about there's people that actually hate the people of Israel. Yeah. And they go on, keep reading.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
So they're literally making certain plans to sabotage a particular set of people. Go ahead.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
So these people want to damage a particular set of people so much that they don't know who they are, right?
Obviously, you see, man used to be the church thing, innit?
No, we don't believe in church rubbish.
I
We're not into all of that rubbish.
I'll tell you why I'm saying that. Obviously, I used to think that you can get different revelations from when you read the Bible. When you read things,
That's not biblical what you just exactly. It says okay, let me give you an example.
Interpret
Go to 2 Peter 1 verse 20. 2 Peter 1 verse 20. Because I know you got to go, right?
Yeah.
I'll say this. The Bible, the people that wrote the Bible, they only had one meaning. So if church is saying so many different things, the question is, how can we now find what that one meaning is so we can get understanding? To avoid all the misunderstanding and stuff like that, how can we get the understanding of what that writer meant in the original? If you wrote a book and you said something and I interpreted it to someone else, you would say, nah, hold on, you need to get it right. Bring that out.
sorry, bro. Listen. You guys believe in
We believe in the Bible because it's a history book of your forefathers.
Cool, exactly. No, but then watch this.
It's not a religious book.
This is not the only book. There were so many other books. Hence why,
Like what books?
look at when they're running up in Africa, they're burning down. They're getting rid of the knowledge. Hence why we don't really know.
Yeah. And that other book, yeah. Oh, okay.
I would say there's more. There's way more.
Yeah. So in the Library of Alexandria, it burned down. But guess what? The books that was in the Library of Alexandria was witchcraft from Egypt. So are you saying that we should follow that?
Don't put words. Alright, cool. Let me say.
I'm asking you.
I'm saying it's been demonized. So black magic, all of this stuff has been demonized, right? They probably didn't know it as black magic these times, right? So it's been demonized, which as soon as we think of black magic and that, we think of something negative, right? It might not be negative. If that's what our ancestors were doing, then
Okay.
cool.
So this, are you basically saying that what we see as witchcraft now was actually powers that was used by our ancestors? Is that what you're saying?
What we use as it's the same thing. Like for example, law of attraction, power of the mouth, all of these stuff.
Yeah. So like what you reap, what you sow.
Yeah, it goes. I've even got the tattoo just for that.
Okay, so that concept is right, but the problem is our forefathers.
Yeah.
So there's Ham, Shem, and Japheth. You know about Noah, right? Noah and the flood. He had 3 children. Ham, Shem, Japheth. Right? Ham are Hamites. Those are what we call now Africa. And unfortunately, you see the concept of all Africa.
Yeah.
That's not even the name of it.
That's what was given because of a sign by Fanders. But it's the guy called African or whatever.
Leo Scipius.
Yeah.
So Leo Scipius Africanus. But because we're having this conversation, we'll say Africa, right?
Yeah.
The problem is, there was someone bring Exodus 11 verse 7. The problem is, there was Africans that were native there, and then there was black people that came from somewhere else into Africa and blended in. They came from Israel. Galatians chapter.
Shall I tell you what? But you know, I feel like obviously, do you feel this book is pure? You say this book is pure?
Yeah.
You
So you're gonna say
it's been manipulated so much that it can't. It's not even. It's no longer a reliable source.
So what was the original language of the book? Hebrew. What Hebrew? Because there's different types of Hebrew.
Cool. But remember, what version of the Bible is it? King James version?
Yeah.
You can't.
Okay,
you can't have versions.
Okay, let me guess.
Yeah.
Did you know that he was a black man?
Bro, there's so many people. What's that musician? That famous musician?
No.
Yeah. What's his name? Beethoven.
Yeah.
Black man. There's a lot of
What
people that
I'm trying to say to you is that this book is actually a history book of a particular set of people. How they live, how they dress, how they conduct themselves. When they chose to do the things of other nations, when they started copying other people, when it's like, I'm sure your mum says the same thing. Yo, you see these westernized children. I don't know if she's like my parents when they're from yard. or like African friends where they'll say, look, don't get someone that's Western. Well, no, hold on.
I've got something for you.
Hold on, let me finish, yeah? The problem is, when we got involved in history, our people, as the children of Israel, got involved with things of witchcraft.
I believe in the definition of children of Israel. I think we're the lost
so when
tribes
we
of
got
Israel.
involved in witchcraft, we always ended up in calamity. But yet, when other nations did it, they were fine.
Because that's God's curse though.
So what? So then, if it's cursed, why are we doing witchcraft then?
No, let's alright, cool. We'll come back to that.
No, you have to address that, and then, bro, go to your next part. Go to.
Are we God's people? Are we God's people? What do you say? Do you believe in the lost tribe of Israel?
Yes, and there's. Do you know who that is?
That's Africans.
No, hold on.
Cool. Would you say it is Ethiopians?
No.
Who would you say it is?
No, it's the. Go to Romans. So it's literally the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
The most.
Those particular people, they have a history. So, and it brings Deuteronomy 28 verse 46. You need to listen to this.
Be specific.
No, that's what I'm trying to do. But I want to give you a premise. So anything I say, I could be talking rubbish. But if
I don't believe that book has a reference.
Yeah, but okay, go to 2868. Straight to it. Go straight to 2868. Listen to this. Yeah? Let me know if you don't believe this. If you don't believe this, hey, you can't just walk. No, don't worry. Hey, look, if you don't believe in this, bro, we don't need to have this conversation. Like, it's a pleasure to meet you, bro.
No, but
let me know if you don't believe in this. Deuteronomy 28 verse 68.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Check this.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Hold on. What was the children of Israel doing in Egypt? Okay, when Moses pulled up, what did he say to Pharaoh?
Let my people. So they say.
Okay, no. So they say, right? So if that could be a lie, it could be true. We don't know. So hold on. So he said, "Let my people go." Why? Because they were doing what?
They were being slaves to build.
So we know that they were slaves, right?
Yeah, so they say.
Sure. So we're not sure, but let's get the clarity. So the book of Exodus was before the book of Deuteronomy. They came out, allegedly, out of slavery in the book of Exodus. But in Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68, it said that they will go back into Egypt again. But we know they didn't in history and manuscripts and archaeological evidence know that they did not go back into Israel again, right? Okay. So we know what were they doing in Egypt, supposedly?
Slavery.
Okay, so we'll go back into slavery again. Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
We're going to go back into some form of slavery, but what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Bro, which set of people in history got distributed around the world in ships?
Alright, cool.
No, don't say alright, cool. Answer the question.
No, it's not. This is not.
I'm not
counter arguments. It's not counter arguments.
No,
we agree with a lot. Let's just say
hold on.
Cool.
Do you believe that a particular set of people was distributed around the world in ships? Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, do you believe that?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, so who was those people in history?
The Africans.
Okay.
The black people.
Okay, so it was black people, right? Because you know that not every black person went into slavery. Do you know that?
Yeah, 100%.
So have you heard about the siege of Jerusalem in 70 AD? This is history. This is not Bible. Ignore this book. This is a book of lies. Have you ever heard
of the siege of Jerusalem?
So you Google it when you get home. The siege of Jerusalem was when the Europeans went into Jerusalem, and the dark-skinned people who were Israelites were there. They killed a lot of them. A lot of them came through northern Africa, and many of them resided mainly in the western part of Africa. So that's Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, Sierra Leone. And when they densely populated now, they thrived. Anytime we came and unified.
What color is Queen Sheba?
Sorry?
What color is Queen Sheba?
She's black.
Where did she come from? From the same?
Yeah, she came from Ethiopia. She's a black woman.
Yeah, cool.
Right? So they pulled up now, hold on. The Europeans now pulled up and said to the natives, because they were blending in, there was already black people there. That's the Hamites. But it was the Shemites that came. They said, Europeans went, yo, like, where's those people we're coming after? So they knew, and who got Exodus 11 verse 7? Because this is history, but history can be corroborated. Listen to this. Listen. No, hold on. Listen, because I know you're itching to say something.
I'll have my time as well, innit?
I promise I won't stop you.
This is not a debate.
I promise I won't stop you, but I want you to hear my point first. Because you see, when you speak, I'm not going to interject you.
No, 100. I'm not interjecting.
You are though.
I'm doing a conversation.
All right, say no more. No, that's cool.
There's some things I need to.
No, that's cool. Exodus chapter 11 verse 7.
Exodus chapter 11 verse 7.
Listen to this.
But against any of the children of Israel,
yeah.
A dog move his tongue,
right,
against man or beast,
right,
that ye may know how that the Lord doeth put a difference between the Egyptians,
The Egyptians,
right,
and
Israel.
So the native Africans and particular black people that came from Jerusalem, there was a difference in them, whether we like it or not, right? The Europeans pulled up and saw the native Africans, who we call Hamites, and said, yo, where are them Shemites? We want them, and we're gonna get them. This is the Hamites. Hey, did they? And then all of a sudden, a whole load of people was in slavery or put in ships. Here's the problem though. They say, oh, black people sold black people in slavery. Yes, that's true, because it was the Hamites that sold the Shemites. Hamites never sold Hamites. Shemites never sold Shemites. This is history. This is not Bible.
There's some stuff, because history is the story that's told
then,
by the person that won.
Then everything is relative. Then
told by the
no, but
person
then
that won.
how are you gonna believe anything? How are you gonna believe
You can't
anything?
believe anything.
Okay, so what do you do as a job?
Cool. As a job.
Just out of curiosity.
I'm in the music industry. I'm in the football stuff. I do my own thing in it, and I'm growing in it.
Right. Cool. Did you study it by any chance, or study like?
No. I've experienced studying it. You learn from experience.
Yeah, no. I'm saying, did you go to like university? College?
I did go to university, but
what did you study at
sports
uni?
science and physiotherapy. But that's
so
university is the least.
No, that's fine. But I'm saying with regards to the sports stuff, obviously you gauge that from what you've learned and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, with what you read and what you learned from those textbooks, we can't believe that, can you? You can't believe what you learned in textbooks.
To an extent, you can't.
But yet you did put in your exam though, and let me guess, did you pass?
Yeah, I still got cool.
Okay, so the only way for us to pass is to actually look at the validity of the scriptures.
That's flawed. I'll tell you why. Einstein, he had
Einstein. You're gonna go to a white man.
Let's go to Einstein.
You're gonna go to a white man as an example for our people.
It's not even just to show you that books are always flawed. He had the theory of dark matter.
Then don't believe anything.
Which was flawed. Which was proven flawed the other day. But everyone, and it's changed the whole concept of space.
There's a theory of dark matter that's been proven away.
Did you get it? So science, all of this stuff is true until it's proven wrong.
So, but here's the problem. Here's the problem. What you're saying, it will make sense in an ideal world where everything is relative. If I can do something wrong to you, but yet it's not wrong to my sister here, that means everyone's got everyone's opinion. Everyone's opinionated.
100%.
And then, but why do we have laws? And why do we have laws on this earth?
Humans aren't meant for laws, though, bro.
No.
Everything is all perspective. What's right?
Okay, so then it's not a problem for me to kill you.
It's to an extent.
No, that's folly.
I'm gonna tell you why. Perspective. If you felt like for you to survive or for you to do something, you had to.
I can rape children because I want to. I'm fine with it.
People do it.
Yeah.
It's
No,
wrong.
but is
It's
it
wrong. It's morally wrong. We think it's morally wrong.
Okay, so is that wrong to you? Raping children.
Of course it is,
Okay,
but you can
it's
ask someone
wrong.
that will say it's not.
Okay,
That's why they're raping.
Does everyone here believe that raping
We all
raping
believe
children
that is wrong. 100%.
I'm sure I can even
100%.
speak for the larger number, the masses.
Cool, but you can't speak for everyone.
Yeah, but does that mean that because they don't agree with it, that they have the right to do it?
Cool. Let me. Cool. You
No,
took
I'm
it to
saying
that.
is there's a premise
You're right,
of
you're right.
morality, and it's from the law, statutes, and commandments.
Cool.
Even the law you are governed by, you can't drive past certain miles per hour on the motorway, right?
Yeah.
You can't go and kill this person and get away with it, right? That's because whether you like it or not, whether you think we shouldn't be governed or not, unfortunately there are ways that we should live. The problem is when the Israelites didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments,
That's right.
they ended up now white people ruling them.
That's
Their
right.
land's being taken away. Your surname is being taken away. Your history being taken away. But this is what I'm saying. You are making it very subjective. No, we don't live like that. A spade is a spade.
That's right.
If your mum says, don't do that. What's your name again, bro? Jordan. Don't do that, bro. Don't go and hang around with the man, then, bro. Stay away from them, Jordan. Jordan, listen to me, Jordan. How many times do I have to say it, Jordan?
Cool.
Listen. And then what happens is now you go and hang around with them, and then you get shot. So obviously, but then hold on. What was the issue? I bet when you get shot and you're trying to recover, you're thinking I shouldn't listen to my mum.
Alright, cool. But then what if I get $1 million with the man them and then we go and build the table?
No, that's folly, bro.
Why though?
That's a false equivalence.
It's not a false equivalence. Why is
If
it?
the man them are going to ride out,
No,
your mum
that's
says.
not, that wasn't original.
Okay,
cool,
my bad.
Even if it was that, and then we're about to ride out,
And
then
you
on
get
the
shot.
way there, cool.
That's the scenario I'm using.
Cool. I get shot. Cool. That is a scenario.
So was your mum right that you should not have
My
gone?
mum. Cool. That's a scenario.
No. In that scenario, was your mum right?
Of course she's right.
That's what we're saying about the Bible.
cool.
There's
But then-
scenarios that's happening, and still till this day it's happening. That is not explained in any other book more precise than the Bible. And whether you like it or not, it's happening. So whether you like it or not, there's particular things we have to do to sort that out. Bring out Deuteronomy 10
That's why I
verse 12.
disagree.
Bring out Ecclesiastes 12 verse 13.
Let me get my one, bro.
Because we want to do our own thing.
This book is a metaphor.
That's nice. But listen. listen to the metaphor.
Do you believe it's a metaphor?
Believe the metaphor. There's loads of metaphors.
Do you believe it's a metaphor though?
Metaphor and practical.
Alright, cool. So if it's a metaphor,
That's right.
you can get a different revelation to the revelation.
No. See, but you see, when I wanted to bring out scripture, you didn't want to bring it out. Then because what you
I
just
don't
said,
believe this is a reference.
What
What
you
reference is something that we can get different revelations.
So if no, go to second. Drop everything you have. Go to 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 20. Because you're saying this perspective or this is the interpretation. This is why we have Baptists, Seventh-day Adventists, Pentecostal. We have so much different people saying different stuff. Who is
Bring it
right?
out.
So the question is, this is the problem.
Do you believe in heaven and hell?
Hold on, listen, one step at a time. Look at this scripture. 2 Peter chapter 1. Go ahead.
This is 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 20.
Go ahead.
Knowing this first, that
Yep.
no prophecy
Yep.
of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
In other words, there's no different interpretations of the Bible. The Bible says what it says. If a white person teaches you something different than what is written for black people, by black people, about black people, then that's on you and that's on him. But what I'm saying to you, whether we like it or not, the Most High God has inspired men to write things and they interactions with the Most High God. Yeah, they had it and it was a lesson. If your parents wrote a nice diary or something, look, this is what I went through. I learned this mistake. I'm gonna make sure that you don't do the same thing. Your mum and dad passed that down to you as a form to live. Don't do that. This could happen. So in my head, I'm not gonna go and do it because I've got freedom. It's more of they've done this. That didn't work for them. We did witchcraft. Our forefathers were into witchcraft. It didn't work out for them. So do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna do witchcraft because I'm just gonna repeat the same cycle.
Why didn't it
Whether
work?
you
Why didn't it work?
Because it was never for them in the first
So
place.
what are we using to measure what works?
But even when I try to convey the answer, you're saying that you don't believe in that.
No,
So it doesn't make a difference.
You can't answer with something. Let's not answer with this because this is not even a reliable source. It's not a reliable source, bro.
So
how can you have like you said, there's Pentecostal, there's Catholic,
look.
they all believe different things.
Okay,
You
so
can't-
but this is what I'm saying. We're not church
Yeah.
in terms of the building.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
saying
right.
you say you don't want to go to Bible.
Church is a-
So okay, look at this. Thank God I got a good memory. You don't want us to open the Bible? I will quote the scripture and I'll say it to you. Yeah? No, listen. No,
That's like you haven't.
You
Sorry,
let me finish.
Let me go.
No, let me
Bro,
finish.
I'll let you finish. Let me just say something.
Say what you're saying. I'm not going to interrupt you.
That's
yeah?
like a Muslim coming to you right now and say, bro, you can't use this to debate me because I believe in the Quran. I don't believe in this.
Okay, so then you would archaeologically and historically have to prove that the Quran is wrong, right? For you to be able to say, no, you don't need to follow that, that's wrong, right?
How you prove the Quran wrong?
Yes. That's
How?
with history. Okay, if the Bible was written 500 years before the Quran, you tell me which one should I follow?
That's right.
So then why don't you follow the Torah?
We follow
The New Testament, the Old Testament. Alright,
we
cool.
follow the Old Testament and the
Yeah.
New Testament and the Apocrypha. The books that you said was lost, we've got the books, the Old Testament and New
Bring it
Testament.
out.
We're not like these Christians that say, oh, the Old Testament is done away with. No, we follow the New Testament and we can prove to you the New Testament that you need both.
Sorry, you said something.
And you said the Torah, right?
Yeah.
We are the Hebrew Israelites. We keep the Torah and the Tanakh.
Cool.
That's what we follow.
Amen. You said something and I let it go, but I'm deep in it. Why would you follow this one when there's a newer book?
So you're caught up on any new thing that happens now.
No,
innit?
but then-
so how are you gonna get in a marriage? If we're married,
If
so
a prophet comes,
hey, I'm
if a prophet comes and says, "Yo, God has sent me now," why would you? Literally, the Jews didn't believe Jesus when Jesus came.
no, that's not true. That's not
They
true.
thought he was a
No, show me in the Bible that said that.
So you tell me the Jews? You're telling me the Jews believe?
It says no. I will tell you that. See, if you're gonna reference the Bible, you need to get it correct.
It's not a reference.
No,
Alright,
that's
cool.
no. If you're gonna refer, then you're getting all deep.
Cool.
If you're gonna refer to the Bible, refer it to it properly. The Jews did not deny Christ. The Pharisees and the elders denied Christ.
Christ. Cool.
On the grand scheme of things, all of Israel, there's other people that was for Christ. Even other nations that was for Christ. So when you say that, you're speaking about a particular set of people. But do you know where you got that notion from? Church. Have you ever sat down with any of the brothers up here about the Bible and sat and spoke about the Bible? You've got a disposition of the Bible which was false from the beginning. Christianity is wrong.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go on.
And this is a problem, yeah, because you're saying Christianity is wrong and that.
Yeah.
You guys are sharing the same book. Hence
Yeah.
why I asked you.
So,
do you
sorry,
believe in heaven and hell?
sorry, can I clarify? Are you saying that anyone that follows the Bible is Christian?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that.
I believe in the Bible in terms of metaphorically.
Yeah.
There's some point.
Oh, if you want to go metaphorically, we can show you metaphorically. Cool. We can show you. Hold on, and I promise I'll let you speak. I promise everyone.
No, because
here.
I just need to ask you, do you believe in heaven and hell?
Of course.
Do you believe ignorance is bliss?
No.
You don't believe ignorance is
No,
bliss?
because the Bible says he winked at our ignorance. So that means we can't be in a. Now you know certain things. You can't.
Alright, cool. So what you're telling me, this, and that. You're using the same reference points as a pastor's using in the church. Why would God punish me if I decided to listen to the pastor than listen to you?
Okay, so then can I ask you? I'm going to get him to read something, and then I'm going to ask you something after.
Alright, cool.
Go ahead.
Do you believe in heaven and hell though? Because you haven't
Yes.
asked that question.
What you call heaven now? Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Go on.
We'll get back to
It's
this.
the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, and verse 1.
Read loud, brother.
Then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name.
What did you say?
Then the prophets prophesied lies in my name. I said them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination, and a thing of naught, and the deceit of their heart.
Yeah. So there's prophets. You're caught up on the fact that they have the title prophet, not realizing that there's people that are claiming to be prophets and they're lying.
Right.
Okay, let me give you a story in the Bible. This fictional story.
Like I keep saying though, man.
Fictional? No, you said
Yeah,
metaphors, so I'll give you a metaphoric story.
Cool.
There was a young prophet that was listening to God, right? This young prophet, metaphorically, was listening to God. Then an old prophet said, hey, I'm a prophet as well. God said, don't eat or go anywhere, go straight to this place, yeah? That's what God said to the prophet, metaphorically, yeah? So what happens is that this older prophet said, yo, come to my house for dinner. Metaphorically, right? So the young person said, yo, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The Most High God said, I've got to go here. And this is what the old man said. He goes, I'm a prophet too. Now, everyone can say, oh, I'm this. Oh, I believe in the Bible. Now, this is where my question goes. In the history of church, were you born and raised in church?
Just say yeah, I'll say yeah, but
Is it yes or no? Like,
it's nah, because I'm Nigerian, innit? You know, in terms of demographics, Nigerians half Muslim, half Christian.
right, so what?
I'm in a household with both, innit?
Okay, no, I understand. So anywhere in any interaction of anything to do with the Bible, anywhere, have you ever heard anyone? Let me give a list of things that's going to happen to certain people. There's prophecies that we're going to be cursed in cities. We're going to be occupying the ghettos and the slums and the ends. Yeah. We're going to also be cursed in the fields. We're going to be out on the plantation fields, right? Yeah. Their fathers are going to leave the household. They're going to be deadbeat fathers, right? Then there's going to be a lot of single mothers having to raise the children. Then there's going to be slavery. Then, hold on, metaphorically. Right. Then there's going to be...
Nah, but you can't tell me metaphors and not say the scripture. Then you have to say the scripture.
Oh, so now you want scripture?
No, because if it's a metaphor, I can't just listen to it.
I was trying to bring it out and you didn't want to.
No, that's not fair, bro. You have to be fair, man. Let's be fair, man. If you're going to give me a metaphor, you have to give the scripture so I can now...
Are you telling me I can now go to the scripture?
If you're going to give a metaphor and explain your version of the scripture as a metaphor.
It's not a version. So, okay, let me give the list and I'll give you the scripture.
I know we want
So, deadbeat fathers.
Confused, man.
You see, you're a black brother, right?
Yeah.
I can see on road. If this was any other day or any other situation, I see on road, I'm watching face with you. Like you're gonna, so I'm gonna be like, yo, Wagwan, you good?
Yeah.
And you see that interaction.
Probably not with me, but
I'm a grown man now. But more, likewise, we're grown. But what I'm saying is, do you see white people doing that?
Nah, but that's
Okay, no, hold on.
That's all systematic.
Hold on. Do you see Chinese people doing it?
No.
No, it's only our people that's doing it. That was prophesied in the Bible.
That's for a reason.
So if me watching face was prophesied in the Bible, our fathers being deadbeat was prophesied in the Bible, slavery and being on plantations prophesied in the Bible, our children sold for harlots and young prostitutes taken away from their parents sold in the Bible, we're going to have shackles around us in the Bible. The mode of transportation, we're going to go around the world in slavery on ships, is in the Bible. It also said, and to the woman here, I'm so sorry what I'm about to say, but unfortunately, there's a stereotype of our women that they've got attitude, right? What if and that's been prophesied in the Bible. Then there's also the issue of our women love to wear weave. That's prophesied in the Bible. So if all these different things these are things that you know, there's no subjectivity. You know this is real, this has happened, and you know it close to home. The Bible prophesied it. So what other book and which church in history has ever addressed that to you in your life?
Cool. You know,
answer that, and then whatever you want to say, bro, it's up to you. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't spud you and say, yeah, I heard all of that. But the way I started this conversation was with, I believe this book was used to manipulate. So all of this stuff you're saying, yeah, fair enough. It could be in the Bible, and that's
okay. So you're saying this book has been used to manipulate. Right? So which book? The Bible. Yeah? Okay. Here's the problem with that.
All books. Because all books will be used to manipulate, 100%.
Because you're going back to that relative.
All these religious books anyway.
You're going back to the relative type of,
No, but it's true,
this
though.
could be right, this could be wrong, this could be right.
And
What
that's
is
the
definitive?
world we live in.
No, that's not practical.
Alright, cool.
The world we live in
in
is,
an
if I
American
kill,
eyes-
the world we live in is if I kill one of these people here, whether I like it or not, I thought killing was fine.
That's not
killing is
true.
okay.
But that's not
What,
true,
that's what
though.
you're saying.
What's the-
Because if I kill you, I've got to suffer the consequences,
That's
right?
not true. That's not
It's-
true.
It's practical.
It's not true.
It's not true.
In the eyes of an American, yeah.
We're not in America, we're in
I'm
UK.
but we're in the world. The Bible's is relevant.
So the
in
laws
world.
of the land says if you kill someone, you're finished. You're gonna go
But
jail.
that's
if you
not
get
true,
caught.
though, bro. So why are people given a license to kill them? If that's the case.
But who said that was okay?
But, I'm not saying it's okay, but